Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, Flight Diary, Kanako's Route, Episode 7. So, we just came off of a very intimate moment between Aoi and Kanako, and because this is the MoeNovel version, Akari stops them before it gets worse. Whereas, in the Japanese version, we actually got a full-on H scene. And if I remember correctly, so Akari doesn't show up, and it turns out Kotori is the one who gets mad because Aoi returns home late to the Flying Fish Manor. So I'm guessing Kotori is angry that I'm hungry and no one is here to make food for us. So anyways, now that Aoi and Kanako's relationship have deepened, I'm sure the next part is how are we going to get the glider fixed in time and ready to fly. So I'm guessing when Aoi saw the purple sky in the last episode, it's giving him signs that the morning glory may be coming soon. So one of the hints or indicators that the morning glory will show up tomorrow is a purplish bluish sky. So anyways, let's see how it goes from here. So Aoi is safely back in his room and he's like, so, and done. I finished the last problem and sighed in relief. So he's done with his homework. And now I just need to submit this. I put down my pen and stretched over against the back of the chair and heard my joints click and felt the tension leave my body. Well, it's still a little early to hit the sack, so go to sleep. But I laid down on my bed anyways. And usually my thoughts would revolve around the glider, weather, and the weekend, how that would affect the flight plans, and that kind of thing. But instead, Aoi thinks about the intimate moment from the last episode. But tonight, I am thinking about the time I spent with Kanako and what she said, that and the bashful smile I seen on her face. There you go. And thinking back on it now, I could not help but blush. She's cute. Despite trying to hide it behind her usual flippant attitude, she still put her feelings into words. And the way she tried to play it off, her own blushes, as just part of the sunset. And that had been too adorable for words. She hardly ever talks about her feelings, and the way she got flustered and bashful when she did had made it all the more moving. Well, I need to get this together. I'm grinning like an idiot, at least no one could see me. I am just about to slap the sides of my face to bring myself back to my senses when... So, it's late, and I think someone turned off his lights. So, all of a sudden, my room is thrown into darkness. Oh, so there's a blackout. So, I flicked the light switch a couple of times, but nothing happened. Wait, so is there a power outage or something? And I wonder what caused it. I could think about that later. But for now, I had to check if everyone else is okay. So, how is everyone doing, and where is everyone? And after checking on Kotori and the others, I stopped for a moment in the lobby. And apparently it's not just the dorm. The blackout is affecting all of Kazugura. I called Ageha, who said it has something to do with the typhoon that hit the other day. So maybe a loose connection or some power line or station failed. Well, at least it happened at night. And most of the girls had decided to go to bed for the night, so it probably would not be that big of a problem. And so one of our dorm residents, however... wait, so where did Kanako go? She's the only one who had not been in her own room. Her cell phone, however, is there, so I had no way of getting in touch with her. And no one else has seen her leave or know where she is now. Wait, so could Asa and Yoru know? Well, no, I doubt it. And so the Kazata sisters are spending the night at their parents' home. So where else could Kanako be? I felt a sense of unease growing in on me. I couldn't just stand here and do nothing. Even if I had no idea where to start looking, I still had to find her. Okay, so Kanako was in the restroom, so she was probably showering when the lights go out. And that voice. So, is anyone here? That's... Okay, Kanako? Wait, so what are you doing in here? Well, I'm showering, so it's obvious. I guess so. I thought you already took your bath. I could have sworn all the girls were done using the bathroom today, in fact. So, I took a nap and I didn't know until... so I only woke up just a moment ago. And then the lights turned off. Well, I guess... So, I'm glad at least you're okay. Well, what a relief. I put my hand over my heart and maybe it would start to slow down now. So at least I know Kanako is here and safe. I slumped against the wall and slid down to the floor. Now that I know Kanako is safe, there you go, all the tension had gone out of me. Well, of course I was. I had no idea where you were. And my eyes are starting to get used to the darkness. And I could just barely make out Kanako leaning against the side of the tub. And her skin is the brightest thing in the room. The low light lent it gleaming almost mystical sheen. So can you stop staring at me like this? So it's making me feel uncomfortable. Sorry? And talk about mixed signals. Kanako smirks, probably amused by my confusion, and let her shoulders sink back into the tub.
とりあえず明かりになるものを持ってきてくれない？こう真っ暗だと落ち着かないし。
So at least bring something in because I don't feel comfortable being in the dark. Okay, of course. Okay, so how's this? I held out a flashlight towards the bathtub. And for some reason, Kanako did not reach out to take it. Wait, so something wrong? I think Kanako wants Aoi to shine on her, so you be the light.
濡れた手で持ったりしたら危なくない？
Oh, so I'm still wet and I might damage the flashlight because of water. Oh yeah.
悪いけど、私が上がるまで持っててくれない？
So just give me some time to get out, get dressed, and once I'm all dried up, I'll take the flashlight. Wait, you're getting out? So you're messing with me again? Wait, okay then.
いやー、半分本気だったりするんだけど。
So I'm sure Kanako still wants to get out of the bathtub. And it's like, well, even though it is embarrassing, the fact that there's Aoi-kun here, but I don't want to be left alone in the dark. She rested her chin on top of her arms and looked up at me.
こんな暗がりの中、一人でいるのはちょっとね。
There you go. Well, all you have to do is to get out, get dressed, and come join the rest of us.
もう少し温まっていきたいんだけど。
But at the same time, I enjoy this warm water, so... Well, you can't have both. You have to have one or the other. She is not going to make this easy.
葵くんにも約束があると思うけど。
Well, hey, don't lean forward so much, alright? I try to distract myself from the tempting sight of Kanako's cleavage by concentrating my thoughts on what to do next. Well, I could just leave the flashlight here and go wait outside. But then again, I didn't like the idea of leaving her alone in the dark. It could be dangerous. Well, I just don't take... So don't take too long, okay? I stopped a little closer, telling myself not to get any weird ideas. And I'm tired too.
それでどうして停電しちゃったの？
Well, I don't know all the details, but apparently it's because of the typhoon from a while back.
そっか。早く復旧してくれればいいんだけど。小鳥ちゃんたちは？
So how's everyone else? They're fine. Everyone's managing to stay calm, and this is nothing compared to the typhoon. So at least it's just the power's out versus having rain seeping or leaking into the flying fish banner and damaging stuff here and there.
そりゃ台風に比べればね。
And where am I supposed to look? I try to fix my gaze on different points all around the room, but they keep drifting back to the water. And Kanako is completely at ease. It's like I am not even there. And the way that sigh echoes through the air felt strangely sensual. And the sound of the water gently tapping against the sides of the tub and Kanako's body is something I could not ignore. So, are you done yet? No. It's not good to stay in that water for too long. So you get pruny fingers and pruny toes. And that's not good for your body.
長湯っていうほど使ってないもん。
But can I soak for a while? Well, you've got an answer for everything, don't you?
そんなせかさなくてもいいじゃない。お風呂はゆったり楽しまないと。
That's true.
あと、さっきからキョロキョロしすぎ。いろいろ気になっちゃうのはわかるけどね。
So stop being so fidgety. Well, how can you be fine with this?
そういうわけじゃないけど、見られたらまずいとこも隠してるし。放課後にさせられたことと比べればね。
So this is not as bad as you trying to kiss me in class or in school. I couldn't see for sure, but I got the feeling Kanako's face might have been turning red.
あんなに顔熱くなったの告白された時以来かも。
Well, I don't know what's more red, your face or sunset. Oh, well, come on. So let go of my, let's see, fate. And I felt like she's going to pull my cheek right off.
そういうことは口に出さないように。
So for some reason, Kanako's grabbing onto Aoi. I agree. I'm sorry. Okay, so while Kanako's grabbing onto Aoi's cheek, Aoi's having trouble saying stuff. So she took my hand away. She could not have been that mad after all. I'm really happy to get to hear you say that, though. It's not every day you're vocal about your feelings.
気持ちならこうして態度で示してきたつもりだけど。
Oh, Piff. Well, are you blushing again over something you said yourself?
あのね、照れないわけないでしょ。好きな人に思いを告白したんだから。そしたら改めて葵くんが好きって分かって。
Well, you know,
自分でも恥ずかしくなってくるし。
Kanako? A moment later, she got embarrassed by what she is saying again and clammed up. An awkward silence ticks by.
さて、もう十分温まったし、そろそろ出よっかな。
Okay, so I'm done now, so I'll get out. And before you do,
何するつもりなの？
so what do you want? Well, even in the dark, you could see right through me. Or she could see right through me. Kanako turns her reddening face my way. And just as I lean forward for a kiss, okay, so the power goes back on.
ようやく復旧したみたいね。
And the expression that drifted across Kanako's face is a weird mix of relief and disappointment. And I know she'd been blushing, but I had no idea her face is that red. Wait, Kanako? Well, you got a rush of blood to the head or something?
そういえば、頭がフラフラするかも。
I hurried to catch her before she collapsed. Wait, Kanako? So I wonder if the tub water was too hot and it got Kanako to pass out. Wait, Kanako? I put aside the tan I'd been using to try to cool her off, so the fan, and took a careful look at her face.
葵くん？
Yes? She heard me and mumbled my name again. I am so relieved. It's like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. And Kanako still looks a little spacey though. Her gaze drifted around the room.
ここは？
So I brought you back to your room.
私の？あ れ、私、どうして。
Well, don't try to get up yet. I gently pushed her down by the shoulders before she could get up. I wiped some of the sweat from her neck and gave her a fresh towel.
私、倒れちゃったんだ。
So you remember it now?
まあね。ということは。
And suddenly embarrassed, she threw her hands over her face. So what's wrong? Are you feeling dizzy again?
そうじゃないんだけど、ただこんな形で見られるとは思ってなかったから。
Well, it feels bad that you see me like this. Huh? And what exactly did she mean by that? I looked at her quizzically, still blushing, and pointed to her chest.
服、葵くんが着させてくれたんでしょ？
No, well, I didn't. I got Yuka and the others to do it.
そうなの？
Well, come on, so just give me some credit. And when Kanako collapses, I gone straight to the other girls to ask for their help. At first, they've been annoyed that I woke them up, but once they heard what is going on, they all pitched in without any complaints. Or pitched in. And they did ask for an explanation for what the two of us had been doing in the bathroom, or the shower, or the bath together, but that didn't take too long.
そっか。明日、私からもお礼言わなきゃね。
Well, yeah, so that's a good idea.
それで、正直なとこ。
And
でしょ？
it's best if Kanako doesn't push it too far, so did you see anything else? Well, like I said, so nothing.
着替えさせてくれたのはゆかちゃんたちだろうけど、部屋まで運んでくれたのは葵くんじゃない？ やっぱり。
Well, I knew it. So you did see something and you're trying to hide it. But it wasn't an emergency. I was so desperate to make sure you are okay, I didn't have time to think about anything else. Really? Oh, sorry. Well, I couldn't help seeing some stuff.
素直でよろしい。
There you go. So that's being truthful. I smiled awkwardly, and for want of anything else to do, I start to fan her again.
涼しい。
Well, I told you. So, we're staying in there too long. You really had me scared there.
ごめんなさい。でも、長湯したつもりはなかったんだけどね。暗がりのお風呂だったから、はしゃいじゃったのかも。
Well, I did enjoy it being dark, though. Well, you're not a little kid.
もしくは、葵くんとの混浴で興奮しちゃったとか？
Well, maybe I was excited because you were there and you were admiring me and... Hey, don't say like that. You're trying to get me riled up, aren't you? It's not like we are actually in the tub together. And I'm just there as an escort, a sentry on guard.
じゃあ、次は本当に混浴してみる？
Really? Next time?
いた。
So I gave her a light tap on the forehead, so don't push it too far. So we've already done too much.
そういえば、結局停電の理由分かったの？
So anyways, what about the blackout? Well, not yet. We'll probably know for sure sometime tomorrow.
ま、無事復旧したし、どうでもいいかな。
Well, who cares? The power is back on. Kanako glances around her now well-lit room. I stole a sideways look at her as she did. So you're looking a lot better. Do you feel alright now?
もう大丈夫かな。
Well, that's good. I heaved a sigh. Seeing me so worked up, Kanako begins to giggle.
ついててくれてありがとうね。私ならもう大丈夫だから。
Her eyes went to the clock on her bedside table. And the hands had already passed midnight. I usually be going to bed around this time. Well, I think I'll stay with you a while longer. Wait, really? Well, I mean, is it okay with you?
それは嬉しいけど、いいの？葵くん、明日も早かったと思うけど。
Well, I'll work something out. Besides, this is a good chance for me to pay you back. So you coming to my room and sleeping on my bed.
お返し？
So you took care of me when I was sick, remember? I can at least do the same thing for you. There you go. That makes sense. Kanako's confusion soon gave way to delight.
お返しか。それなら、いろいろと甘えちゃおっかな。
Okay? Sure. So anything you want. I got her another fresh towel. Our eyes meet and Kanako and I just smile at each other for a while. Okay, so what's going on right now? So if I remember, that part about Kanako being in the tub and the blackout and Kanako being exhausted from heat, that was not in the original Japanese version. And that was added in to fill in that missing H scene by MoeNovel. So anyways, I think Aoi's back in his own room. I stretched my arms and back as high as I could. After 2 uneventful hours on the train, I am feeling pretty stiff all over. I decided to make the most of my day off by heading to an out-of-town gliding field to get some practice. If hadn't I been cheap, it's worth to stop my piloting instincts from going rusty. The main body of our glider is coming along nicely. We'd be ready to put the whole thing together any day now. And it won't be long now, gotta keep up the pace until then. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so this is where the Japanese version picks up. Huh? The first person I ran to back in the dorm is Kotori, and she did not look happy. So what is wrong with those crazy sisters? So the Kazato twins. Wait, Dory? And you seem kind of mad. Did something happen while I'm gone? Her brows are so furrowed, it reminds me of how she looked when I first met her before she opened up to me. And back then, I never known how to act around Kotori. It's kind of hard to know what the right thing to say was. Well, I'm mad at them. So something did happen, right? Well, at least Kotori can explain to Aoi what's wrong, instead of, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry. So once again, they are in a fight. Ah, those two. So what is it this time? So what happened? So the old problem, so Asa wanting to take her exam and get a license for piloting. Yeah, well, she asked me advice about it sometimes. She would mostly study on her own, though she even bought textbooks. And during club meetings, she would usually be found practicing on the simulator.
ようやくテストフライトに入れるし、その時に葵くんに乗せてもらえばって話したのよ。そしたら
And then... So let me guess. Yoru is not on board with that idea. So the same as usual, right?
そうよ。
Yep. Kotori slaps the sides of her wheelchair, maybe to emphasize a point, maybe just to vent her frustration.
初めてのテストフライトなんだから、経験のある葵くんたちに任せておくべきだって。
Yeah, sure.
まったく、どうして朝のこと応援してあげないのかしら。
So I'm pretty sure at this point, Kotori wants Aoi to go and help out the problem again, and maybe Kanako. I'm sure she wants to, she's probably just worried about Asa getting hurt. And there is no question that Asa's welfare is foremost in Yoru's mind. And where she went wrong was expressing that concern the wrong way, which inevitably led to misunderstandings and harsh words.
何よ。私たちじゃなくて夜の味方をするの？
And further irritated by the lukewarm response, Kotori starts to sulk. And why are you taking this so personally?
私は朝のこと応援してるもの。あの朝がやりたいって言ってくれたのよ。なら先輩として力になりたいじゃない。
Okay, I get that. Kotori had always been supportive of Asa. I understand what it's like wanting to help the younger girls out. And where are they now?
朝なら自分の部屋よ。私の PC を貸してあげたからシミュレーターに集中してるんじゃないかしら。
And for Yoru?
休養だとかで実家に戻ったわ。今日はそのまま向こうに泊まるだって。
Okay, so they did split up. And most likely, Yoru just wanted to give Asa some space. Okay, that makes sense. And they both need some time alone to cool off. So I wonder if Kanako can help once again. As if by magic, Kanako appears latching onto Kotori from behind.
おかえり、葵くん。
Thanks?
いくらなんでも驚きすぎじゃない、コトリン。
So what's with the harsh reaction?
カナがいきなり抱きついてくるからでしょ。いきなりじゃないわよ。ちゃんと名前呼びながらくっついたでしょ。
Well, I tried calling you, but you didn't answer, so...
私の返事を待ちなさい。というか、なんで抱きついてくるのよ。
Well, I tried to get your attention, but you didn't answer, so I had to do something to wake you up.
コトリンのイライラをほぐしてあげようと思って。
That's true. Kotori is at a loss for words. There's no hiding her feelings for Kanako.
それにイライラの原因も気になるし、それと今のこの状況とどう関係するのよ。こうして触れ合ってるとなんとなく相手のことが分かったりするのよね。分かるってこんなセクハラで？
Kotori gives Kanako a suspicious glare like none I ever seen before. The other girl remained as calm as ever. So, did you figure anything out? Acting like she is deep in thought, she squeezed Kotori a little tighter.
コトリンの胸のサイズとか分かりそうな気がする。
Well, I'm sure that's not what is at stake. Or more like Kanako teasing Kotori.
変態だなんてひどいわね。私はコトリンが好きなだけなのに。
Well, I just want to get closer to you, so don't be upset.
カナのアイ 愛情は行き過ぎ。そういうのは葵くんとやってなさい。
Well, I'm gonna be seduced by you, so no. Kotori pushes Kanako in my direction and fled back to her room. And for her part, Kanako watches her go with an amused smile.
あんなに照れなくてもいいのに。
But she's cute. Well, I think that's anger you're seeing.
さてと、次は
So who next? She stares right at me. So how about you? Wait, Kanako? And is there something on my face? I put both hands up and wipe my cheeks. So I'm clean. Kanako smiles even more and reaches out towards me. So how about you? Wow, so that was instant or shocking. And in a second, her arms are around me. I could feel the softness of her flesh through my clothes. Blood started to rush for my head. Now that is out of nowhere.
あら、予想してたのと違う反応ね。
Well, you're stiff. I want you to be happy and all blushed about this. So what do you want me to do?
鼻の下を伸ばすか、抱きしめ返してくれるかの二択。
So a hug back? Oh yeah, well, that's not happening.
羨ましそうにコトリン見てたから抱きついてほしいのかなって思ったんだけど。
But I thought you were jealous because I gave it to Kotori. I'm good, thanks.
そこは嘘でも思ってましたって言うべきじゃないの。
And she drove the point home with another tight squeeze.
葵くん、お腹すいた。
Well, anyways, Ayukun, I'm hungry. Well, there's no off switch with you. Is there when... Okay, so when is the last time you ate?
葵くんの料理が食べたい。
So I wonder if Kanako is being like Amane. So going many days without eating because she gets carried away with something. Alright, I'll whip something up. I warn you, it's not going to be anything fancy, so just a quick meal.
よろしく。
Well, anything is good, as long as it's from you. Kanako waves goodbye and disappears into the dining hall. She's just the same as ever, and that is actually kind of comforting. But I'm worried about Asa and Yoru though. And while I've been standing on the sidelines wondering what to do, things between them had gotten worse. And what should I do now? I had no idea how to fix this problem.
おーい、葵くん。
Alright, I'm coming! I put that question on the back burner for the moment and turned my attention to Kanako's dinner.
Yoru-ちゃんのわからずや。姉さんこそ私の言っていることを理解してよ。
Asa and Yoru glared at each other across the table. And meal times here are usually so laid back, but right now it's like a dark shadow hung over the whole room.
ねえねえ。
Yes?
早くなんとかした方がいいわよね。
So once again, we want your magic to fix this. I love to, but how can I do it? And they're still at each other. The quarrel is once more revolving around who would accompany Asa on her first test flight.
私にもパイロットをやらせてください。私からもお願い、葵くん。
Asa is going to need to be comfortable in the cockpit if she's ever going to get her license. And before I could offer any reply to her request, Yor had thrown in her 2 cents, and now here we are.
どうしてヨルちゃんは私のすることに反対するの？反対なんてしてない。焦らなくたっていいって言ってるの。
And neither sister is willing to back down, with the result that reminiscence, so resent between them just keeps growing. And I'm helpless to do anything about but to watch them, the altercations get fiercer.
このまま放っておくわけにはいかないでしょう。
Well, you're right about that. And at this rate, they might run out of words and start resorting to violence. So actually, physically fighting each other.
ちょっと夜、あんたも妹ならハサのこと応援。
Well, so I pull Katori away before she could get involved. So don't poke in. You'll only make it worse for everyone, especially the twins. There you go. So don't take sides. If it only makes things worse, I know it's frustrating, but we need to tread carefully here.
でも、じゃあ私が行くわ。
Okay, so how about me? Says Ageha. And doing her best to lighten the mood, Ageha steps boldly into the battlefield.
まあ二人とも少し落ち着いた方がいいってね。
No, from both sides. The 2 sisters stare in silence at Ageha. Would they allow her to act as a mediator? And has she gotten through to them? For a moment, I dare to hope, but then...
アゲハ先輩は黙っていてください。
So you two stay out of this.
わかりました。そうしてます。
Okay, I understand, so whatever you say. And in the space of a few seconds, Ageha's attitude did a complete 180 and she scuttled away meekly. So, I can't do it. This is going to make it worse, so I'm out. And she reminds me of some tiny animal trembling in the face of something she could not handle.
怖かったよ、小鳥。私もちょっとひるんじゃったわ。ほら、次は葵が止めに入りなさいよ。
So you go, Aoi. Wait, you're kidding, right? What can I possibly add at this point? So, what can I do? Ageha had only made them angry that she butted in. And I didn't think Katori's approach to siding with just one sister is the way to go either. Nasa had finally decided on something she wanted to do for her own sake, not just out of a desire to be helpful to the club. And I know what it's like to fly, to try to conquer the sky under your own dream or steam, and I am all for encouraging her to do the same. Although it is not like I don't understand yours concern, I wish there is some way I could put her mind at ease.
ヨルちゃんは過保護すぎなの。もっと私のことを信じてよ。姉さんは甘く考えすぎ。思ってるほど簡単じゃないんだから。
So, I have a feeling this whole thing is more deep-rooted than we thought. I should have paid more attention. I am furious at myself for sitting by and doing nothing. So I wonder if Aoi did anything to help ease the tensions. But anyways, it's now night, and I think they're still at it at the dock or hangar, and Kanako's hungry and waiting for Aoi to return. I fell face first onto my pillow and tried to take my mind off of food. And I shifted around and watched the hands of the clock tick slowly by. So they're not home yet, and is it time for dinner? Well, I'm sure she's hungry way before dinner. So my stomach is growling up a storm, and it's not easy to ignore. So reluctantly, I drag myself out of bed to go inspect the kitchen. So let's see what I can fix up for myself because I'm hungry. And right as I left my room, I and others come in the front door. And most days, Aoi would just get home first, while everyone else would not leave the club meeting until the last possible minute. Come on, so smile, so your beautiful sister is here. Sorry? And she really is not. So Asa is looking in every direction except towards Yoru. And likewise, Yoru is doing her best to act like her sister is not even there. And neither of them look comfortable. There is this weird sense of distance between them. So, how is everyone else doing? I look past Asa and Yoru to where the others are milling around. So no good for everyone else. And they all look as if they are reaching the limits of their endurance too. Well, kinda, so, don't push it further. So, a lot? What do you mean? And whose fault could that be? And why are you staring at me like this? I didn't answer, I just basically directed my glance back to the girls. Well, of course, I didn't. And since when are we already married? So why are you calling me husband? Well, I am flattered, but give me some warning next time. And I'm surprised at how natural it sounded from Kanako. Aoi is blushing now. I guess I spring it on him out of the blue. So it's best if you two stay out of this. So this is between us twins. And Yoru looks at Asa just for a moment. Wait, Asa-chan? And here we go again. And I could feel a dangerous mood starting to build up. Hey girls, so how about we well, you two stay out of this. Okay, so stop. So put away those claws. Aoi is already backing down. He is up to me to defuse Oh, so it was up to me to defuse the situation.
二人ともそんな顔しないの。せっかくの可愛い顔が台無しだぞ。でも。
But she started it.
朝ちゃん、葵くんは朝ちゃんたちを心配して止めようとしてくれたんだから。
So come on, so don't get mad. So Aoi-kun's just trying to help you.
さっきみたいな乱暴なこと言ったらダメよ。はい。ごめんなさい。
Okay, I'm sorry.
それから夜ちゃん。
And you, Yoru-chan?
何があったのかわからないけど、あんなトゲのある言い方をしないの。あれじゃ朝ちゃんも怒っちゃうわよ。
Well, and the animosity in the room started to fade a little. Asa and Yoru actually deigned to look at each other. And they had their issues, but underneath it all, you could tell they still cared about each other. And the only problem is that
部屋に戻ります。
Well, I want some private, personal time and space, and if you want to talk to me, I'll be in my room waiting. And Yoru broke eye contact first, and then hurried away up the stairs.
小鳥先輩、PC 貸していただけますか？いいわよ。ついてきなさい。はい。二人ともお疲れ様。
Well, anyhow, thanks, Kanako. I didn't think there was any way of stopping the two. So once again, Kanako comes to the rescue, like before.
いいよいいよ。私も二人の喧嘩なんて見たくないし。
And it was the same reason as before.
あ、もしかして今日早かったのも二人の喧嘩で？
Well, it is a little hard to concentrate with all those tensions in the air.
本当に息が詰まるかと思いました。
Ayaha sighed dramatically, even allowing for the way she always exaggerated. It must have been pretty tough.
まあでも心配することないと思うわよ。どうしてですか？
So why so?
だって喧嘩するほど仲がいいって言うじゃない。
Well, I guess that's true in some way or another. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, so I guess this is a good place to stop for this episode, and we'll see how Kanako resolves the conflict between the twins, Asa and Yoru. So once again, it's for the same problem, the fact that Asa wants her license, with Yoru saying, well, it's too quick, it's too sudden, you're not ready for it, you should be working on other things first before you think about that license. And plus, there's time. And they both don't agree and get into a fight. And last time Kanako was like, well, I know you two have disagreements, but I'm sure you two still love each other and you care for each other and you support each other. And it looks like the same thing is true this time around. So anyways, I hope that there is some resolution, a permanent one, that will make both Asa and Yoru happy, and once again, progress on getting the glider fixed and ready to go, and to fly is still on track. So anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode. And I'm pretty sure the next episode will be the last episode for Kanako's route.